Let me put you on game. Don't listen to people who lose or you'll do the same. Stop talking to people who don't give a fuck what you saying. Stop spending your money on weed, go hop on a plane. Stop pointing the finger and start taking some of the blame. Let me put you on game. The money is up and it's down, it's just how it goes. Everyone's going through something.
What up, though? What's cracking, Scorpio? I hope that all of my beautiful and my handsome Scorpios out there are doing well. All right, you guys, so we're about to get into this reading, see what it is that you need to know. Now, in that last reading, I talked about what has done or what's been done in the dark has finally come to light. So there's a third party that has been exposed here, okay? So I took this moon card here because this moon in reverse talks about someone being exposed. So now we're about to clarify. We're going to see what has been exposed about this particular third party here, okay? So if anything resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you're interested in a personal, my email will be in the description box below. All right, Holy Spirit, so tell us what has been revealed to this person, because we know a third party has been exposed, okay? So what has been revealed to this person about this particular third party in their life? What has been revealed to this person about this particular third party in their life, okay? They need me to provide for them financially. So what's been exposed to this person is that the only reason why this particular third party has stayed around or wants to keep them around is because they need for them to provide for them financially here, okay? So for some of you, this could be a relationship, a situationship, a marriage, and there's really no love. This third party don't love them. Only reason why they kept them around because they need them to pay the bills. They need them to take care of them, help them live a certain lifestyle here, okay? All right, tell us more. What has been revealed to this person about this third party? How have they been exposed? They come from a broken home, so they would never want to break up this family, okay? So they do have a family with this person, right? And see, your person, for some of you, they come from a broken home. That means that they deal with maybe some abandonment issues, which means either a mother figure, a father figure, either walked away from the family here. Maybe they were a kid or someone who went through a divorce, right? And so this person often reflects back to their childhood and how it made them feel when their parent walked away or their parental figure walked away, okay? So fast forward, when they started dealing with this particular third party in their life, it was like they knew the fact that this person would never want to break up, even if it wasn't a happy home, because some of y'all, this was a fucking broken home. But the fact that this is something that they went through was like they still needed to heal through these abandonment issues. It was like they were willing to put up with whatever it was this third party was dishing out, and they knew that shit because they didn't want to break up their family because that was going to kind of traumatize them and put them back in that place of their childhood. So really, whoever this was, they needed to do some type of inner child healing. They need to heal that trauma that they went through as a child, okay? And oftentimes, that's what people do. They'll stay in relationships. They'll stay in marriages because they didn't get a clear picture. They didn't get a, what's the word? They didn't have a good example of what a healthy relationship, what a healthy marriage look like. Now, just because it's healthy, that don't mean that these two people may not get along. That don't mean these two people may not argue, but that don't mean you stay in some shit just because you didn't have a good example. Because if you had a good example, you'll know when things get rough, when you feel you can't take this shit no more, then maybe you need to take a step back. Maybe that means that it's time for you and this person to separate or get a divorce. That don't mean you have to fight it out each and every day, okay? I'm very close with their mom, and she adores me. So this person could have had a mother. And the simple fact that this third party and their mom was close, it was kind of like this mother would put little bugs in their ear, be like, you ought to try to make things work out with such and such. Like they really ain't a bad person. They come from a broken home as well. For some of y'all, both of these people came from broken homes. They had this trauma bond, and their trauma bond they had was they both came from broken families. Either they had an absent father or absent mother, and that was a bond that they had. But it was like once this person healed, they didn't need this third party anymore because they had healed their part of their life here, okay? So this could have been a toxic mom who, they were trying to please and who always told them to try to make things work with this particular person, whether it's a male or a woman here, okay? And they used that excuse because they had a bond with their mom. Whenever they would have fights and arguments or trouble, they'll go run to the mama. for backup or for help here, okay? Tell us more. What has been exposed? All right, they fed his ego. So this could have been a male or a female. So, in that last reading, it talked about this person was non-committal. So they could have fed this person's ego by allowing them to cheat, by allowing them to stray away and deal with other men or women, as long as they were still taking care of home, as long as they were still paying the damn bills. They didn't care. And y'all, it's people like that. Like, I just had a conversation with a motherfucker the other day that said some shit like that. And there's a lot of people that pretend and say they spiritual, but this is not no spiritual way of being. You cannot be in no relationship or no marriage and your person's cheating, but as long as they, paying the bills, as long as they taking care of home, you accept that shit. That shit is not right. That's a generational curse. There's a lot of people that come from backgrounds like that. You know what I'm saying? They big mama put up with big dad, you know what I'm saying? They grandpa out here cheating and having outside families and kids and shit. But as long as they took care of home, everything was cool. No, that's not acceptable. But there's a lot of kids that grow up thinking, oh, it's okay. As long as the man paying the bills and doing this and that, I can allow them to do that. He just being a man. No, that's not how the fuck it works, okay? Tell us more. What has been exposed about this particular third party? What has been exposed? What kind of spell do you put on them? Your power must be stronger than mine. Okay, so what's been exposed? This motherfucking third party was doing some type of spell work. But the fact, because this person was never able to get over you, the fact this person still has some type of emotional connection, some type of bond, like, I really feel like it was the fact they can never let you go. They felt like that, oh, well, Scorpio must have did some type of spell work too. Hell no, bitch, we don't got to do all that to keep no motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? This is the things that, and I'm going to call them karmics. This is what these karmics had to resort to in order to keep these people stuck. They had to do spell work. They had to do all this type of shit. And spell work can just be, talking bad about you, saying negative things, getting people head, making them think negative about you. That's spell work. You know what I'm saying? Don't got to do about them cooking up spells and conjuring all type of shit. No. Spell work can just be talking negatively about a person, projecting their anger and their frustration and their jealousy of you. You can project it on other people and start having those people look at you differently. These are the type of things that these fucking karmics resorted to keep these people stuck, okay? Messages for my Scorpios. So what's being revealed? What's being revealed about this particular karmic here, okay? They found them weak and easy to take advantage of. Man, we talked about manipulation. So for some of y'all, if they did have a family with this person, they viewed them as being weak. They was like, oh, I can have mind control. I can be like Debo. I can have mind control over this motherfucker because I know they'll never want to break up this happy home. I can cheat. I can do this. I can do that. And they'll never walk away from me because they know what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? This person has some type of trauma that they need to heal from. So whichever way this person chose to manipulate them, they viewed them as being weak and easy to take advantage of, okay? And that's exactly why they played with their mind. They played with their heart. They played on their emotions here because they viewed this person as a weak individual who allowed them to do anything they wanted to, basically. They was like putty in their fucking hand. All right, tell us more and I'm going to switch decks. Look at this. Their mother has a strong influence on their decisions. That's why I'm still here. I can't fucking make this up. What did I just say? What did I just say about this? Come on through, Spirit. For some of y'all, there was a karmic that was involved in this situation, okay? A karmic is somebody who got, you know what I'm saying, they toxic as fuck. And they used this person's mother. They knew this person's mother. They was like a mama's boy. They could have been a mama's girl. And it was like their mom had a strong influence on their decisions. Everything that they did, they went to their mom, well, mom, what you think I'll do about this? So this is when that person would creep on in and go call their mom behind their back. Well, they up here tripping and they did this and they trying to get on this mama's good side. So when they did go to their mom for advice, they will always side with this particular third party here. You see what I'm saying? Let's get one more, y'all. I'm going to pull it from this other deck. Messages for my Scorpios. I love you guys, and I hope something here is resonating for you. I may not even go to the other day. We may leave it at that. What else has been exposed about this particular third party? All right, they have a history together. So for some of you, if they were not married, they just been dealing with each other for a very long time. And you know how it is when you got history with somebody, when you're dealing with somebody for a decade or two, if you got kids together, whatever the situation may be, it makes it that much harder to walk away. You see what I'm saying? One more. What has been exposed about this particular third party in their life? They may have caught feelings for you, but I'm the love of their life. Remember, they had history with this person. So this particular third party is saying, yeah, they may have caught feelings for you. You know what I'm saying? They may have gotten their feelings. They may even love you. But I'm the love of their life. I've been around since high school. Me and this person been together since middle school. You know, we've been together for the past 20 years. So it's like, what could you possibly have on me? You know, so it's kind of like this third party was comparing themselves to you, and they feel like because they had history with them, because they were married to them, because they had a relationship with their mom, they feel like they can always one up you on this situation here, okay? So let's roll and see who this reading is about for my Scorpios. I love you guys, and I hope something here has resonated. So we got Heavy Capricorn, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Aries. Who is this reading about for Scorpio? Sag, Heavy Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Aries, and Sag. All right, you guys, I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.